All right, interesting debate right there. We love it. Listen, we're pausing on our relative talks right now to talk about the Oscars that literally just wrapped up recently. That's why JP is looking all kinds of stylish. No. See, I must be nice now. I'm going to be nice now. You've got your Oscar suit on, my brother.
Because, Graham, I'm perfectly willing to cry for you right now. No sleep.
Listen, thank you very much for staying up late and bringing us all the roundup that we are going to be talking about right now. Let's start off, dude. We're going to start off by supporting actors and actresses.
Mm-hmm. All right. I know it's not the big fish necessarily, although everyone takes home gold at some point.
Of course, man.
So
it's
supporting
still a big role,
actors, we saw that in this category, Mahershala Ali took stuff in Golden Globes, it was SAGs, like he across the board, just cleaned up basically for Green Book, obviously. Then Adam Driver was in BlacKkKlansman, which is a Spike Lee masterpiece. It's great to see this guy sort of nominated again. I think first time. Yeah. No. I can't remember. Anyway, irrespective. But Bradley Cooper's in there too. Richard E. Grant, who is Swaziland born, and actually people were hoping that he was the dark horse here. They were hoping that he was the sleeper. I'm not going to tell you if he won just yet. And then, of course, Sam Rockwell, who was famous for doing a funny George Bush on stuff like Saturday Night Live. And then Adam McKay, director, made him do a very serious one in the movie Vice about that debacle. But, again, it went to Mahershala Ali.
There we have it.
Yeah,
all right, for Green Book.
All of those people out there who are probably enjoying True Detective right now, Green Book, he is really the centerpiece of the whole movie. Of course, Viggo Mortensen is absolutely strong. You see them embracing each other there. There's so much
amazing, man.
Very sweet camaraderie between the two of them. But yeah, they're the two strongest points about a movie that's really quite a crowd pleaser, maybe just Oscar baity. But the guy's going to go from strength to strength. Last one for Moonlight. It's going to get better for this guy.
Righto, man. Congratulations to him as well. Let's get into supporting actresses right now.
I was especially pleased, and though she's not first on the list, I'm just going to say her name anyway, for Marina de Tavira, who was... I'll talk about her next anyway. So Amy Adams was for Vice. She has been nominated several times, and the Oscars are sort of just glossed over. Will this be her year? Shame. She seems jinxed. Marina de Tavira is... from one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen, Rome's Sculpture, and she is the sculptor itself. Regina King is blessed to be a part of, and she's a great actress too, a Barry Jenkins film. Emma Stone was fantastic and so layered.
I'm a big fan of Emma Stone, man. Brilliant.
La La Land, people were kind of like, oh, maybe we sort of jumped the gun a bit, but it wasn't her that was the problem necessarily in a bland movie. It was really... she was fantastic, movie aside. Rachel Weisz, on the other hand, academic, such a great actress, previously won for Constant Gardener. However, this one went to, thank goodness Barry Jenkins is being represented again. Regina King takes it for If Beale Street Could Talk, who was exceptionally proud to be a part of a story which is, it's the first movie adaptation of a book by, goodness, I've forgotten the philosopher's name, but anyway.
Look, man. But
anyway, it'll come back to me. But
no sleep for JP. Don't stress. It's all good. It's all good.
I mean, it's great to see the Oscars. It's not just a matter of going the distance for representation. The woman clearly deserved it. But I'm quite happy to see a bit more colour at an Oscars.
No, I think, but she is brilliant. She is absolutely brilliant. Let's get into Best Director, man, for this one.
So again, I had to be rooting hard here for Roma. This is why I'm wearing this colour scheme, by the way. Very inventive, black, white, and grey. But maybe he's problematic at the Oscars. Speaking of Oscars so white, now Oscars so male was the problem again this year. However, Spike Lee, pleased to see this man who, I mean, goodness gracious, Malcolm X, Do the Right Thing, Mo Better Blues, I could name his entire career and say each of those could have been nominated. This is the first one that he's getting nominated for. 30 years worth of career. Paweł Pawłowski, that is a Polish film there. Previously did another art movie that won Best Foreign Film, that was 2 years ago. And Yorgos Lanthimos for The Favourite, that is his zone, that is his lane for making those kinds of weird movies. Alfonso Cuarón is back on just making a beautiful story, Roma, about just the human spirit and the triumph of love, to sound totally cheesy. And Adam McKay, who last won for The Big Short, which is excellent, gets critical and political again, this time with Vice. Does he stand up to it? No! Of course, this one goes to The Reason Why I'm Dressed. All drab and like I'm going to a funeral. Thankfully, I'm so pleased that this man has won. I mean, he should have won way back for Children of Men. Anyway, gets Best Director this time for Roma.
There we have it, Alfonso
an absolutely gorgeous movie, and it almost puts to shame at least a third of the other contenders there. I mean, that sounds harsh or whatever, but when someone gives you the kind of resources that his studio did, try and make art, man. Try and make something that's going to be immortal. But tell you what, I want to show South Africa real quick, this director just sharing his heart, because he made something that he put his life and his blood into, and I think this is a topic that is very close to home as well. So let's hear Alfonso Cuarón accepting and dedicating his award to the following.
All right.
Oh yeah, I want to thank the Academy for recognizing a film centered around an indigenous woman, one of the 70 million domestic workers in the world without work rights, a character that historically had been relegated in the background in cinema. As artists, our job is to look where others don't. This responsibility becomes much more important in times when we are being encouraged to look away. Muchas gracias al Ivo, muchas gracias a mi familia, muchas gracias México y sobre todo muchas gracias Jonás Bu y Olmo. Gracias, gracias, gracias.
Wow, powerful, powerful speech.
Why
man.
would you ever want to build a wall
Yeah.
when you've got talent like this coming over the border?
Jeez, man,
Alfonso
I love
Cuarón
that.
is one of the greatest, and he's still alive. It's ridiculous. Greatest living and dead. I don't know. We'll see. No, that's not a moment, but I just meant across the board.
Let's give JP like a couple of minutes to just have a power nap. We're going to be taking a quick break, and we get back into our relationship discussion with Dr. Eve, and we'll continue with a roundup of the Oscars. We'll get into those best lead actor and actress categories as well, big ones, and also best picture.
Yes, sir.
Yep, big ones after the break. Stick around.
Go watch the Roma trailer.
Back with JP Sebastian right now, giving you a quick Oscars roundup, which literally just finished an hour or so ago, which was absolutely amazing. Lots went down on that red carpet as well, but we are talking about the winners, the big categories right now, best leading actor and leading actress going into best motion picture as well. Righto, let's start off, man.
Okay, yes, let's start with leading actor. I changed subject like 5 times in my head. I was going to tell you, maybe for your little boys, I was going to tell you the Spider-Man into the Spideyverse 1 animated, but that's besides the point. Let's keep it with this. So Christian Bale, if he doesn't get the Oscar for this, I hope at least they hand him a fresh kidney because of all the weight that he put on so ridiculously. The dude is that devoted, but then he's just a nerdy Batman. Bradley Cooper couldn't get nominated for Best Director, but I thought he did a really raw, like elemental role in that movie. Willem Dafoe, I think people know as the Green Goblin from Spider-Man usually.
Yes, of course.
But an extraordinary actor who was last nominated for Florida Project. Eternity's Gate looks beautiful. Rami Malek embodies Freddie Mercury from head to toe, and he's the strongest thing of an otherwise okay movie. And Viggo Mortensen, who is also an extraordinary actor, if he's just given a role that would stretch him and not seem like an Italian Bronx caricature. Hey, I'm walking here.
So who took it?
Yes, who do you think? Rami Malek is the voice, the body, and the everything of Freddie Mercury. I suppose it really must help to be like side by side with the guys from Queen having produced that movie.
He deserves it.
That's his co-star there, who I think must be his squeeze. Yeah, 3 kisses means it's your squeeze now. He's, like I said, he's the strongest part of a movie that is not the best of the year as far as I'm concerned at all.
We
not
spoke
in the
about
top
this,
10.
but his performance, singled out.
Is so
his performance.
Seriously, go watch comparisons between Freddie Mercury and Rami Malek.
Down to a T.
Down to the smallest movement of the mouth. It's incredible the kind of work that such a young actor puts in as well.
Exactly.
So
he fully deserves it.
not just wanting to be a face.
Well done, Rami. Okay, cool. Best leading actress. Let's get into that.
Leading actress, yes. JP was so pleased to be able to just fall off his couch after...
Thank goodness he's okay.
Roma, when Yalitza Aparicio was nominated. What a gorgeous human being. I must tell you that before this movie, she was studying to be a teacher, dropped out of that to act in the movie, and now she's at the Oscars. First time acting. Glenn Close, on the other hand, is seasoned, tried and tested, and brilliant in The Wife, and also just an okay movie, though. Olivia Colman, I was rooting for her so strongly and said, if the Oscars didn't give it to her, I'm going to, I don't know.
You'll give her one.
Behead people like the English Queen used to. And Lady Gaga, again, first timer.
Yes.
Putting in the kind of blood that she did. It's pretty impressive that she made that leap. Melissa McCarthy as well. Who's usually a goof, is usually a clown, going dead serious in this.
Serious role,
and hopefully it pays off. unfortunately for her, it paid off for the lady who I was looking out for, was Olivia Colman for The Favourite.
Right.
What an incredible performance. I'm abusing that word, but we are talking about the Oscars. Incredible.
Well done.
Olivia Colman, such a versatile performance. Is able to make you laugh because, I mean, she started her work doing sketch comedy and then moved into much more serious stuff like this. And so there are whole moments where you're laughing at someone and then instantly you see that, no, this person is suffering a great trauma. She has to do these like psychological gear changes that I think would give most of us a headache and an aneurysm and, I don't know, some sort of blood clot combined. But I think it would help to have the kind of energy that Olivia Colman does. I have heard the definition extra before, but here's Olivia Colman being extra, as it were. Let's check this out.
This is not going to happen again. And any little girl who's practicing their speech on the telly, you never know. And when I used to work as a cleaner, and I loved that job. I did spend quite a lot of my time imagining this. Oh, please wrap up. Right, okay. And thank you. And my husband, Ed, my best friend, I love you so much. 25 years, you've been my best supporter, and he's gonna cry. I'm not. And thank you so much. Fox, everybody, the cast, the crew, Francis, Sam, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Lady Gaga, and Melissa.
I love that. Come on, we got to give her a round of applause, man. She was...
I mean, to see someone like, you know, it's easy to get sanctimonious at these things and self-loving and staring at yourself, and you deserve to because you put in all this kind of work, but Olivia Colman able to just have a laugh as well. It's like one of the hugest moments of her life.
She deserved that speech. You can see her whole heart was in there, which was amazing. Sadly, though, that's where we have to leave it for now. Yeah, unfortunately. Do you want to give us just quickly who won Best Picture?
Best Picture. No, JP does not want to give it to you because he should tear off his clothes because you were wearing black and white for Roma. However, I should have been wearing green for Green Book, which leaves me green with envy and other bad adjectives and sayings and metaphors. I'm sorry for all these lamenesses. But it should have been Roma, and it was Green Book.
Okay, so Green Book took... your Best Picture, took the Oscars. JP is not impressed, but you know what, JP? I think it's just too lack of sleep. It's okay. That's a quick roundup of what happened on the Oscars. Absolutely incredible. I'm sure we'll also turn our attention in the very near future to that red carpet that went down as well. Right, we're going to be taking a very quick ad break. We'll see you just now.
Caffeine.